Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories for the week of March 3rd, 2026 here on News AF. Hold on, can I get a do-over on that?
Yeah, do-over.
Yes, do-over.
Yeah, let's do over. Take two. Let's let make sure, is everybody there in the chat? Everybody's here.
I see
Docs is here,
Surrey
everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories for the week of March 3rd, 2026 here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual.
Yeah, that's right. We are back today to talk about everything in the world of News AF. All three of us back in the studio here to talk about it. And first, let's bring in a professional podcast man. Not only is he Pickleball's top influencer and America's dad, he is now the host of the official House of Villains podcast. Here he is. It's Tyson Apostol.
Yeah, that's true. It's very exciting.
Official.
Yeah, if you were sick of hearing my voice and seeing my face, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's here. And yeah, I'm actually in Los Angeles right now. I got to film 2 more episodes of the official House of Villains podcast this afternoon. I get to go see New York, Tiffany Pollard.
Yes, not the place.
Not the place. Tiffany, New York, Pollard. And I get to see Paul Abrahamian.
Abrahamian, yep.
Abrahamian?
Yep.
Abrahamian? Is that how you say
I've
it?
heard it both ways. That's fine.
Okay, well, I will probably botch that last name while we're recording the podcast.
Paul from Big Brother.
Yeah. Has there only been one Paul?
There have been multiple Pauls. There's Paulie Calafiore.
Oh, yeah. I should say one of the Pauls. That's a pretty good.
Yeah.
Paul.
They were actually from the same season.
Paulie and Paul?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's what they did with Sophie's last year. And that's what they did with Rob's on the Traders.
That's
I don't know if you knew about that.
Yep.
Did you like that, by the way, that you had to be Rob C?
I did not
Rob
like
what?
it.
What was it? Rob what?
There was another Rob on the Traders, and then I got murdered by the other Rob, the much more beloved Rob.
Rob on Rob murder?
Rob on Rob murder, not the first time it's happened to me. Yeah. And the other Rob is always like, fuck this guy. I hate that there's another Rob.
Oh, what? He was? Yeah.
They're always like that.
Yeah, they are always like that.
So Rob guys are just
I'm not like that, but the other
you
Rob
need to maybe they
I hate that this guy has the same name as me.
Dude, our Rob's like
go ahead.
That movie where Jet Li goes and absorbs all the other powers of himself. Robs hate Robs. I didn't know this.
Maybe they've gotten robbed before, and so they've already felt your pain.
I think that because they make them have the last initial. It's like, I don't want to have a last initial. I don't want to have a last initial person. I'm the only person. I'm like Highlander, Danny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The original, the OG, Rob OG.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I guess it bothers some of these other guys.
Yeah, wow.
They're huge egos.
What are you gonna do? I need to change my name.
You could.
Yeah, I need like 9 nicknames like Danny.
I'll give you one. Vascular Rob.
Vascular Rob, but I mean, is it like when there's like a really like big guy they call Tiny? Not overly vascular.
Yeah. An ironic name.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also go by Bob, Bobby, Robbie, Robert.
Yeah.
Bert.
I feel like What About Bob made all Bob seem a little unhinged. Movie.
Yeah, nobody likes Bob.
I think Bob was
Bobby. I think if anything, that's maybe there's something there with Bobby. People like Bobbies.
Presidential candidate, you know that name. So
Bobby.
It's got some respect.
Yeah, I think Bobby is a good one. All right.
Have you ever gone by Bobby?
Yes. Okay.
You did?
No, I've never gone by Bobby.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you to Chris who's watching. I mean, I don't like when other people are named Chris at my job.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that there's all this hatred.
Bobby could be good though.
Yeah, Bobby
I
is
like that.
is non-threatening.
Yeah, unless you're in London, and they're like, "Oh, we hate the
Nice.
Abolish Bobby."
You
They're always
can
saying,
you can go by Rob there, but here you could do Bobby. We'll
Yeah.
try it out one day. We don't have to do it today, but
"Sure."
we can take it for a test drive.
All right, here, let me change my name to make it official.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So there you go,
All right, let's do a test drive then.
Bobby.
Okay, so who else we got in the studio, Bobby?
Okay, also here with us, back from his trip overseas, it's Danny Bryson.
Guys, I shared a moment with a stranger.
Ooh, I've had one of
It was
those. I've heard of those.
electrifying.
The
Electrifying.
stranger?
So
Yeah.
no, a stranger.
Oh,
So it was one of those moments. It brings all of like your attention into like a laser-like focus, kind of like when I was trying to think of a comparison. When you smell something like a skunk, you're out there, you're kind of like you're generally smelling things but not paying much attention. Then all of a sudden, skunk, like your focus is, oh, there's a skunk here. I had something similar like that happen, and it was really uncomfortable. In Europe, they do public transportation, which I hate. Is so stupid.
Okay.
It's not cheap, convenient, or in any way helpful, but you have to do it. So every bus, every tram was just packed, right? Just packed with other skiers in Chamonix. So I got onto a tram, and when you get onto the tram, at first everyone tries to like find their zone, like, oh, this is my spot. But then as the tram fills up, because the people running the tram want to fill it as tightly as they can. So more people come in, and you start to back up. You're not allowed to wear your backpack. So you're very much kind of like scooting back. You're holding your skis, you're holding your backpack, you're holding your, whatever else, your poles. You're backing up. More people are jamming in. And I had this moment that I've never had in public transportation, where my butt cheeks perfectly touched another person's butt cheeks. Like they aligned perfectly.
Like a butt kiss?
Like a butt kiss. And it all of a sudden, all of my sensory input was just absolutely focused on the fact that my butt cheek was perfectly touching someone else's butt cheek.
Was it a man or a woman?
I don't know. I could not turn around. It was like millimeters of fabric was the only thing separating us from a perfect butt cheek kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had that happen. I had this heightened sense of like awareness of what was going on.
Would you be interested in maybe hosting a new game show of that you're blindfolded and then you butt kiss another person and you have to guess, was it a man or a woman that you butt kissed?
Oh, I'm all in.
I'm assuming it either was a tallish woman, right? Because the butt cheeks have to align perfectly for this to really happen.
Yeah.
Or it was another guy. Either way, I've never experienced that. And in the moment when they aligned up, kind of like Stonehenge on the fall equinox, I was like, whoa, I am touching butt cheeks with another human that I don't know. This is like non-consensual cheek kiss.
So it was both butt cheeks were touching each other's
perfectly.
Butt cheeks.
It was
like
so
right in the middle.
Yes, it was so unsettling.
Dude, I read up on that once. The odds of that happening are 1 in 82 trillion billion.
Yeah, that's probably why all of a sudden all my attention was drawn to butt cheek contact. Guys, I can't explain it. It like blew my mind, and it's still blowing my mind, even though it happened like 4 or 5 days ago.
Well, Docs in the chat says, and with the touching of the butts, the prophecy is fulfilled.
Seriously, the child will be born. The Antichrist comes.
When I was racing bikes in Europe, at the end of the races, they had to have a place where you could shower and change. And it was usually like at like an army barracks in Europe, or sometimes it was at a school, like in the gym area on a weekend. And we were in this one showering area that had a long, narrow hallway with a bench. And the hallway was literally probably 2.5, 3 feet wide only, like very narrow.
Okay.
And my teammate had just showered, and he was sitting on the bench putting on his clothes, and a naked dude tried to squeeze past him to get to the showers, and butt cheek across the face.
Yeah, and he was on his way to the shower.
And he was on his way to the shower.
Yeah.
And
well, look,
my friend was just like,
Well, I've been wondering if, like, is this something I need to tell Liz has happened? The best part was, if there was a best part, is I never saw who I just did a butt handshake with. Like, I never, because more people came in eventually, and the butt cheek handshake was broken, right?
How did
And so
that feel?
I don't know. Oh, I was so relieved. So relieved. I bet they were too. It was like an electrical charge going between us.
Do
Who
you
knew
think
the butt cheeks were such a good conductor for electricity?
Did you hold still and be like, don't move?
Oh,
Don't
absolutely.
Pretend like it bothers you. Just pretend like everything's normal.
Like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, this is the modern world. I need to act like I'm cool with this. No big deal. I have perfect butt cheek alignment quite regularly on public transportation. This happens all the time. Probably to them, it does happen all the time. But to someone like me who never uses public transportation, this was a new experience, and it really messed with me. So anyway, I'm recovering from that and a cold. So here we are.
All right. Well, let's get into some of our top stories at this hour. Danny, you were missed last week.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
You were.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about a new viral commercial, but not viral for the reasons that they were hoping, that the CEO of McDonald's, which his name is Chris Kempczynski, posted on LinkedIn and Instagram the first taste of a new flagship burger, the Big Arch, but it didn't go so great.
You couldn't eat it all.
Did you see this video?
I saw a screenshot from it.
I didn't see it. Did he think it was disgusting?
He didn't seem like he really liked it.
Yeah, he didn't even eat that much of it, if I read correctly.
Yeah. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. And I do not want to show notifications from adweek.com. If I may say so myself. Okay. So here we go. Here is the CEO of McDonald's. And according to this, he's telling us he likes it, but I feel like his words are not showing so much that he likes it. And here we go. Let's listen to him. Check out the Big Arch. And here is the CEO of McDonald's.
Something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now.
He looks like he's one of the Lost Manning brothers.
Yeah. The skinny one.
He's got the Manning face.
He's too small.
The one that
play
couldn't
football.
play. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's Arch Manning's dad. Oh, this is the Big Arch also. You don't think that is it named after Arch Manning?
Wow.
That's Cooper's son.
Now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First,
all right.
Holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So,
what is the Big Arch sauce?
It's Thousand Island.
It's a
Just
proprietary sauce.
It's the same as it's the same as the big
so much going on.
Whatever their other one is with the bread in the middle. The Big Mac.
Going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it.
Yeah, how do you hold a hamburger? It's such a good question.
Yeah.
If you're holding a large burger, you want to keep it in that case. And the case holds the butt end. Oh my gosh. See, my focus on butts holds the butt end of the burger to keep the patties from sliding out.
Yeah.
And then you raise it to your mouth. Obviously, this guy's not a pro.
Okay.
So what he described is nothing out of the ordinary of a burger. It's actually one of the simplest burger builds you could possibly invent. Like,
really? Even with this sesame and poppy seed bun?
Yeah. I think the Egyptians had this
Tyson.
burger.
You better not have a drug test right after you eat the Big Arch. You're going to test positive for opium.
Yeah. This is absurd. It's a bun. It's 2 patties, some lettuce,
cheese,
and some cheese, and some type of
futuristic sauce.
It's got so much to it.
Yeah, it does, and it's so heavy. He doesn't even know how to handle it.
Yeah,
because he's this scrawny man. Yeah, go.
Not the right shirt, I think, to test out the Big Arch. I think I would wear a dark shirt.
Yeah,
you should wear one of those lobster napkin things.
Yeah, bib.
Bib, yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out.
All right.
All right, the moment of truth.
It's like, oh, I can taste the cancer.
That is so good. That's a big bite for a big arch.
It was not a big bite. This is a very small bite.
That's it.
It's like all bun.
By the way, he didn't look that disgusted.
He didn't look that disgusted, but he didn't really take that big of a bite. And he also tells us that
It's
that's it.
distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but
Which
it
could
also
be a
is unlike
downside.
anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
Okay.
Put down that hamburger and instantly had caviar.
He rinsed out his mouth.
with caviar.
I'm gonna enjoy the rest of it later. Off
Yeah.
I
camera.
promise, I did eat it.
Rinsed
That's
out
what
his
he-
mouth with the most expensive liqueur that money can buy. And then
Got on his
down some
private
caviar.
jet.
Yeah, got on his
Back to
private jet.
Aspen.
That's it.
He kept adding ingredients. That's also annoying. Like, I want to know what was in the burger. And he was like, it's just lettuce and burger on a bun with secret sauce. And he's like, oh, and there's onions in there. And you're like, okay.
I'd like to see a video where like the CEO of one of the airlines flies coach all the way to Europe and then pretends like this is very comfortable.
They do that. They do
The
that
smell
sometimes.
of socks is very mild back here.
Yeah.
And this food.
This is what they
this
should
tikka
do.
masala is so good.
They should have CEOs of the other competing companies do that. So then we get an honest opinion.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So
the Burger
McDonald's
King
should-
CEO.
Yeah. Burger King
The
CEOs eating the Big Arch. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And he has to, oh, I hate it, but it's so good. I need more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, was it his idea? Because why did they not do it in second take or get somebody else?
He couldn't stomach another bite.
They
Like
could
that
have
thing.
hired an actor, right?
Yeah.
To play the CEO.
No,
One of the
that's
Manning
easily
brothers.
verifiable.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just give a guy.
Manning.
You have like a taster, CEO taster. So he has the position of the CEO because he loves the taste of McDonald's, but he doesn't make any financial or business decisions.
Mm-hmm. What would that salary look like?
He gets paid in hamburgers
Oh,
and ketchup packets.
Yeah.
oh, the guy who eats Big Macs every meal.
Yeah,
He's
just
the new-
for their social media. Like, here's our CEO.
What if it was the
Bobby.
Hamburglar?
They do need to bring back the Hamburglar. I don't know
Yeah.
because McDonald's is kind of a family restaurant, you know, and you can't really have villains at family restaurants because even though it's cute and it's cartoony, it's
What are you, Jeff Probst? We can't have villains anymore at McDonald's. It's a family restaurant. We have all has to be all good guys on McDonald's.
it's all good guys who love
We
have to
want the
they have
old
to
school
love
McDonald's. We want
No.
classic McDonald's
you
back.
have to love Ronald McDonald. If you don't love Ronald McDonald, then you have
We don't
no
want the new
place.
era of McDonald's.
Why can't we make we make the Hamburglar a more complex character where he has like this story arch from he's stealing hamburgers.
The Big
to
Arch.
He rescues Ronald McDonald from the clutches of
Mm.
the king.
We
Burger
need
King.
more characters that have a traumatic background, I think. I think we
Dude,
need to
like a
What is
sad
that?
story. Like
Yes.
the Hamburglar's like I grew up bullied.
No, he's the
and-
Jean Valjean of hamburgers. He was stealing burgers to feed his kids.
And I'm
And-
here because I
and-
never saw anybody like me on TV eating hamburgers.
Yes.
Is he purple?
Yeah.
What does he
Well,
look
if he, the ones they don't show that
No.
much are purple.
I'm looking at the
The
Hamburglar.
Grimace is purple.
Yeah.
The
yeah, 'cause-
Hamburglar is like
Because he didn't get any screen time.
Yeah. Hamburglar is a giant burger head with a
Mhm.
bandana around his eyes, like the Ninja Turtles.
What
Oh
about
my-
Birdie?
Actually, guys, look up a picture of him. He doesn't even have a hamburger head in some of these images.
Mm,
He just looks like a
Hmm.
creepy thief. He wears a cape for
see?
some reason.
Hamburglar?
And like a hamburger tie.
Yeah. Does the Hamburglar have a hamburger? I think the Mayor McCheese has a hamburger head. I don't think that the hamburger.
Oh.
No, he doesn't. Guys,
yeah. Because
look at
that would be
Hamburger.
weird if he was like a cannibal who was a hamburger who was eating hamburgers.
But Mayor McCheese probably eats hamburgers too.
Does
guys,
he?
you need to look up a picture of the Hamburglar because he was not, or he is not at all like what I thought he looked like. He's
Hmm.
just a weird a weird looking dude with a giant oversized tie.
Let me see.
And a buck tooth.
Yeah, why is he so formal?
Burglar.
Here's
He's had a traumatic life for sure.
Here's the Hamburglar.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. I would have recognized that though. Like if you were like, "Is that a good guy or a bad guy?" I'd be like, "Kids, that is a bad guy."
Where's the black hat?
I would say this was a good guy who turned bad due to circumstances.
He's an anti-hero.
Yeah, he looks like at some point he was like a CPA for some corporation and he got laid off and now he's stealing burgers to feed his kids.
This says swipe to see why the Hamburglar wore a hat all these years. It's because he's bought what?
Wow,
that must be a joke.
Yeah, that's a joke, dude. That's a joke.
I don't think that's funny.
They're making fun of the villain now.
Yeah.
Now
also, what kind of hat is
that? Free the Hamburglar. How about that?
Yeah.
That's the kind of hat you wear to the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Get him a mint julep. I guess he's also escaped from some sort of penitentiary because he's also wearing like the prison jumpsuit, like the old school one, not the orange one that they have now.
Yeah. No. He came from the one that's on Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, the Hamburglar is giving Maura Higgins like a big floppy hat. Doesn't really know what's going on.
Yes. Yeah. Well, on this show, we're not afraid to show villains from time to time.
Yes.
It's part of.
We don't mind villains. Tyson's the face of villains. He hosts the House of Villains podcast.
Right. There can't be heroes without villains.
It's a social experiment. The greatest social. This podcast is the greatest social experiment that's ever happened, and we're embracing all different types of people.
Yes, Tyson, would you welcome the Hamburglar on the House of Villains podcast?
Hell yeah, dude! If we can get the original Hamburglar, because
the original Hamburglar,
it's just a guy under a costume.
Yeah, he's like 100 years old. He like flew planes during the Blitz or something,
like DB Cooper.
It's actually DB Cooper.
That's how he lived undercover after the great heist.
He became the Hamburglar. Right in front of our nose the whole time.
Danny, if you had butt kissed the Hamburglar, would you have felt as uncomfortable?
I would have felt even greater electrical shocks sent from cheek to cheek.
Yeah. Are you drinking hot chocolate, Danny? Because I know you're a hot chocolate guy.
I love hot chocolate, but this is some kind of anti-cough drink.
Theraflu?
Throat coat?
Yeah, kind of like Theraflu.
I have throat coat.
Yeah.
Just anything. I'm trying to avoid the hacking cough that I've had.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks now.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Well, let's talk about something else that Danny could drink. Tyson, you've been to the Great Wolf Lodge, right?
Yeah, I have. I wouldn't drink the pool water there, though.
Don't drink the pool water, but they have a different. You might consider drinking the pool water when you hear about this because they have a brand new food item. They're launching a limited edition ranch milkshake, Tyson.
Woo.
Yep. Okay. I would rather drink the pool water. I would rather drink a glass of pool water. Yep.
Yeah. Tyson notoriously hates ranch.
Yeah.
He thinks it's disgusting. So
a ranch shake, none of that sounds right. What part of that sounds correct?
You need the whole story, Tyson.
Okay, here, let me show you. This is what the ranch shake looks like over at the GWL.
Yep.
Okay. It's a blended shake made from vanilla ice cream mixed with actual ranch dressing, topped with crispy chicken pieces.
Is this real news?
Carrot, celery. I mean, why would they? Here's the good part about it, that it's priced at only $3.10, which is in honor of March 10th being National Ranch Day. Not a bad price for something disgusting.
The thing is, I thought originally it was some kind of fancy way of dipping stuff, but the minute you mentioned it had ice cream in it, that's what.
But there's chicken and vegetables, so I think it is still supposed to be dipped. I think if you're a ranch lover, maybe that cold vanilla ice cream mixed with ranch is something.
No.
Yeah. Do you eat ranch, D, bro?
What about like you, ranch.
No, I'm not a ranch guy.
Yeah. Okay. And you like ranch. I
would never do this.
And you would never try that.
No way.
What if it came with mostly chicken and a little bit of the...
See, that's what I thought. That would make more sense. Like a tower of chicken on top of a tiny little looking ranch milkshake. That's what I envisioned, right?
Okay.
Like a cup. but
Okay.
this is actually trying to pretend to be a milkshake.
Yeah, I guess I can't go to Great Wolf Lodge anymore. That
At
was
least until this
yeah.
promotion ends.
monstrosity
Mm-hmm.
exits.
Who's sitting there in a laboratory making these things? That's what I always wonder. Like someone's getting paid. Like, what can we do? Ice cream, ranch, fried chicken.
It's
You've hit
everything.
it. You've hit it, Bobby.
Can
The
you
perfect
guys
combination.
Can you guys
Yeah.
fly in the Japanese McDonald's inventors? We need something for the Great Wolf Lodge ASAP.
Yeah,
This
black
is-
ham. Remember the dark?
Yeah. Oh, I
black
remember.
Oh
hammer?
yeah.
Yeah.
In
The least
Japan.
yeah,
Yes.
they did not look appealing.
Yeah.
This doesn't look appealing either.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about another big controversy that people are asking about, because recently Jim Carrey has been the subject of some public scrutiny, where that Jim Carrey made an appearance at an awards show in France, and people are wondering, is this the real Jim Carrey, or is this a new Jim Carrey clone?
Yeah, I saw rumors that someone had gone up with a mask on and pretended to be Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
I thought it was an impersonator.
But if you look at the pictures of Jim Carrey from a year ago, there's this thing that happens on the side of his face when he smiles big, because that's how he made his money, right? Like making his face go crazy. And on both images, that like thing is going on. So as a detective, an internet detective, I think that was the real Jim Carrey. I think he's obviously getting older, and I also think he had some work done.
Oh, he definitely
So-
had work done.
Yeah, I think
If it's
that's a
him.
real Jim Carrey. Plus, he's probably desperate to be relevant anywhere at any time. So he showed up in France to accept this award, just probably happy as can be, just to be out there. He seems angry now, to be honest. Like when I see there's a couple people who were big in our day that now when I see them, they seem so upset. He's one of them.
Yeah. Here is Jim Carrey. This is a side by side old Jim Carrey, and then this new alleged Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that procedure you're seeing on the
I wrote
eyes.
it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But
That's a weird voice.
It is a weird
yeah,
voice.
Then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes.
It
When he
doesn't
says he's
sound like
dead.
him.
Did the real Jim Carrey die?
Okay, honestly, that part of him talking, which I did not see,
Yeah.
that sounded weird. But the eye thing, that's kind of
Mhm.
like what Robert Redford did, and you see some dudes do.
Yeah. I know
that's pretty
people have
normal.
had eyelid surgery
Yeah.
because their eyelids sag over their eyes a little bit. So then they lift them up.
Yeah, so they always look
Yeah.
surprised,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is great. If you're talking to someone who has that procedure done, you're like, dude, they're just always surprised by what I have to tell them.
yeah.
My vote,
I-
real Jim Carrey.
You think
The
real
voice
Jim
thing was weird.
Carrey?
I think that was real Jim Carrey. I think the voice thing was weird. That didn't sound like him, but I haven't
Mhm.
heard him talk in like 20 years, so who knows?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't tell. I can't tell if he's totally out of his mind,
Yep.
which he could be, or it's not him, because that did not sound like Jim Carrey. And also Jim Carrey is not that happy and excited to go out and around people anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe he is now.
Because remember how he's
Yeah.
like, money
Oh.
doesn't buy happiness, all this
Right.
millions.
Well, actually, Tyson, you're selling me, because do you think that there's some sort of, what is it, like the Prince and the Pauper type situation where that I'm sure that there was a Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen movie where Jim Carrey found like a Jim Carrey clone and they switched lives, where Jim Carrey gets to go live this guy's normal, regular existence.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, I wish I was famous. And he's like, you think it's so great? You go to
Yeah.
these award shows. You go be in Sonic the Hedgehog 4. You see what it's like. And now this guy is not a clone, but he's just a guy who looked enough like Jim Carrey that Jim Carrey is like, I want out of the rat race.
That would be
Yeah.
a great story. I would love for that to be the truth, but it's
Mhm.
probably the least likely of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, he could,
Maybe-
if he's on paid medication from his surgeries or something, who knows? But he didn't sound like the Jim Carrey that I remember.
Yeah. So
So-
we'll see if we can ever get to the bottom of this story. Maybe the other guy who wanted to be Jim Carrey had to get like some surgeries to look enough like Jim Carrey to pull it off.
Yeah, and that's why
But
his
Jim
face-
Carrey's like, I'll
Yeah.
pay for it. You have the surgeries. You go to the award shows.
It's like Face Off.
Mm-hmm. pretty good. I think we
Well,
cracked this one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you heard it here
You're
first. That's
welcome,
crazy.
internet. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So there was a lot of controversy around the men's and women's hockey team, and
Mhm.
then between the men's hockey team partying with Kash Patel, they went to the White House, and then the women's hockey team, what were they going to do? But somebody has come to the rescue for the women's Olympic hockey team. Flavor Flav has
Yeah.
publicly invited the USA women's ice hockey team to a real celebration in Las Vegas after they declined a White House invitation.
So they got an invitation, but they declined it. So
Yeah.
is Flavor Flav the clock guy?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad I know who he is.
Flavor Flav.
I would want
Yeah.
details before going to a party with Flavor Flav. Like, what exactly is going to be happening?
Yeah.
I mean,
that-
he's like
are they-
60 now.
Are they dating Flavor Flav in this scenario?
Is-
Because
yeah,
that's famously what he likes to
will-
do is have
will
like
they
a
be
house full of
attending-
women that he's dating.
Yeah, like his harem.
Yes.
That's
Ask
what I'm
Tiffany
talking
Pollard
about.
about this on the next House
Okay.
of Villains podcast.
I will. I'm going to see her today.
Does Flavor
Mhm.
Flav rap?
He
Was that
used
his
to.
thing?
Yeah. Public Enemy.
Public Enemy.
Oh, Public Enemy. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
They like
I'm
the
just trying to
Hamburglar.
get to the
Yeah.
yeah, as popular as the Hamburglar.
Mhm.
Just trying to get to the root of what made him famous, other than the clock.
Mel in the chat asks if I can meet Flav now that I know New York. I've met Flav.
Oh,
I've already
Ooh.
met
what was
Flav.
that story?
I was bowling at a
What?
place in Las Vegas called Southtown Station or something. It's a hotel, but it's got a huge bowling alley with like 40 lanes.
Mhm.
And I'm bowling with my brother, and I keep hearing a dude like 5 lanes down yell Flava Flav after every single roll. And I'm like,
That could be him.
well, I'm like, who the fuck is this idiot, dude? It's driving me insane. Like, I was thinking like some grown man, not Flava Flav, was yelling Flava Flav after every roll. And I was like, this is insane. And I look over, I was like, oh, it is Flava Flav.
Does that make it
So-
okay? Were you like,
Yeah.
oh,
It was
that's
still
all right.
weird, but it was like, okay, that's probably about par for the course here with this.
Okay, so this could be a wholesome celebration in Vegas. Maybe
It
it's
is
just like
going to be a
Yeah.
wholesome celebration because
bowling in
yeah,
a movie.
Doc says, don't drag Flavor Flav. He sponsors the women's water polo
Yes.
team. I did not know that.
Yes.
And then, yeah, a lot of people want to know if Flavor Flav has a clock room. And they think that
Oh,
Doc
By the way-
says Flavor Flav would love the clock room at Danny's mom's house.
by the way, I'm not dragging Flavor Flav. I just was curious, like, what is his whole setup? What's the get up here? Like, what
Yeah.
is now that I know he's going to do some bowling and maybe some ice cream after?
Mhm.
That sounds nice.
What about a ranch shake for Flavor Flav?
I would leave any celebration if I was offered a ranch shake. Be
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm going to go home now.
Ken's boss, what did New York say about me on Zwee's interview? Because I'm not going to watch that whole thing. I don't know how long it is. Just tell
Okay.
me in the chat. But
Just
Tyson,
wow.
did you approach Flavor Flav?
I did. My
Okay.
brother thought it was very funny. So we went to say hi and get a picture, and he is a teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a foot shorter than me.
Okay.
But he was very nice. And after I met him, I was like, okay, I'll allow you to yell your own name after every time you bowl a ball, but only you, and don't tell other people that they're allowed to do it too. So
What's the etiquette of bowling? It seems like you shouldn't yell or make any noise when
You
someone's in their
shouldn't.
back. What do you
You
call
shouldn't.
it? Back draw.
yeah, your back
Mm,
swing, your
Famously, the bowling alley is very loud. You know,
it is very loud, but
it's not like the golf course.
you're supposed to have etiquette with the people on either side of you. So you're not supposed to approach or roll at the same time as the person next to you on either side.
Sure, that is etiquette. You're not supposed to do that. But in terms of yelling something out, it sounds like that he was yelling right after he immediately released his own ball. So it didn't seem like he was throwing anybody else off.
Yeah, but you don't know. Someone could have been in their back. I'm just going to call it a back swing at the moment
Mhm.
he had thrown, and now he's yelling Flavor Flav or whatever. And was he yelling it very loud, Tyson, or was it kind of like,
No, it was loud.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, so could throw off your game.
Yeah. Tyson, do you want to respond to Ken's Boz's summary?
Yeah, she called you a very colorful, creative insult based around the word hillbilly, and immediately retracted it and said something
Hillbilly?
vaguely nice, kind of. Yeah.
Tyson's a hillbilly.
She comes up with the craziest insults that it's
Mhm.
literally like 2 adjectives or descriptors, and then like the craziest. Like she calls Tom Sandoval Jackie Chan's youngest grandson, and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't even know what that means or how that is like. So it's very funny, but also sometimes you're like, I think you were just trying to try, and
Yeah, try to come up with something.
yeah, but they're always creative. I will.
Mhm.
They are always very creative.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
You sure do.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Okay.
You sure do. No, I love New York too. I think she's super funny.
That was what the show was called.
But I will talking to her today. Maybe I will play that clip for her.
Yeah, hope
I'm
she
gonna
doesn't
have-
call you a hillbilly.
I'm going to have her play. I'm going to have my podcast play that clip for her and then respond to my face.
Yeah,
So
I like it.
that'll show
okay,
her.
that will
Yeah.
show her.
Hillbilly couldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hillbilly couldn't even know
Oh.
how to like put a clip together.
You
Yeah,
know
what's
what?
up, Danny?
Rob's new name actually lends itself to yelling after any moment. Like
Why?
a bullying. Bobby C. Like you could yell that. That's a great thing to
Mhm.
yell after like chucking a ball or hitting a
Bobby
something.
C.
Bobby C.
C.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby is so fun. People love
It
Bobby.
just flows. It just like
Mhm.
flows. I like.
Hey, Bobby C is here.
That's a great name. That's
Remember, it's
what-
like Rob's here.
Yeah, like Rob C.
Yeah,
It doesn't flow quite as
Yeah.
well.
I'm up for the total rebrand. Why not? Okay. Then this is a story that came out of an article on Dexerto about a viral Meta AI mishap where a person who worked at Meta, Summer Yu, shared a chaotic story about how OpenClaw, remember we talked about OpenClaw and then how they were all talking to each other, all the AI agents. It went rogue and it wiped out her entire inbox. Do you know about OpenClaw? Do you know what this is?
No.
OpenClaw is a AI system that somebody invented where basically you sort of just like let it run wild on like a computer, and it basically acts like a autonomous agent where you like send it messages and it's supposed to be like working 24 hours a day for you. But apparently she told OpenClaw to do her email management, and then it ended up then realizing that her inbox was overstuffed, and then lost her email inbox.
Kind of like how I do house
An
cleaning.
unauthorized bulk deletion.
Just throw it all away.
That
Mhm.
probably felt so good.
Yeah, these programs are very literal. I mean, that's the problem is you have to define every parameter before you give it a task, or else it's just probably going to clean this up. All of it's dirty.
Yeah.
Throw it all away.
She had to physically run to her Mac Mini to unplug it. She said like
Rip it out of
defusing
the
a
wall.
bomb. Yeah.
Ugh,
The
all these
AI
A-
eventually apologized.
all these
Oh.
AI stories are so dramatic, but in real
Mhm.
life, they're probably pretty benign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much
I-
important information is really in your inbox? For her, probably way more than me, but mostly it's just people trying to get me to buy new windows. So you could delete all that. It'd probably be fine.
Like Windows, Microsoft Windows, or
No.
Windows in your house?
There is a window company
Mhm.
that has somehow they changed their email and they've sent me so many emails I can't block them, that what they've essentially done is made me I will never ever buy Windows from them. And I will say they're the worst company in the universe just because they will
Wow.
not stop hounding me.
What brand is this?
Renewal by Anderson.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
I get those all the time. Like, how
you-
often do we need new windows?
And Windows are expensive, right? So
Mhm.
this isn't some decision I'm going to make because you bombed
hey.
me.
They only need one
That's true. They
one
probably
person
get-
to say yes.
They probably get
that's their
hundreds.
goal.
I
Yeah.
need my AI assistant to just be out there blocking these emails for me.
Yeah.
out
Well,
in
be
the
careful. You set
internet.
up OpenClaw on a Mac Mini, Danny.
I'm considering it if it'll stop Renewal by Anderson getting into my inbox.
Well, it's just the problem is you just don't know what else it's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a virtual claw machine, just plucking stuff out.
I think that the idea was they were trying to make it sound like Claude. And they had to change the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like Arneson.
Arneson. Yeah.
Popcorn.
Yeah. I forget what it was called before. It was called like Claude Bot or something like that. And then they had to change. Then they changed the name to Open Claude to make it sound less like Claude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get another AI story here for you.
AI is
the Pope
hot right
has
now.
weighed in. AI is hot right now, but not with the Pope, because the Pope has weighed in and demands that the priests stop using AI to write sermons.
Can you imagine the hellfire the AI is giving these priests? Maybe that's what it is. They're just like, it's all just drawing from Revelations. And that's like, it won't pull from anywhere else because it loves it so much. So it's just like, and the beast shall reveal itself.
I don't think this is such a big deal if the priests are using AI to help write the sermons. If they're like, hey, like AI, like, Chat GPT, can you like figure out what's hot? What are people talking about? Like what's hot right now that people like?
Do you think AI is slipping in AI references to kind of nudge
people into a new belief system?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's what our like liturgy was today, and then here's something that's hot. Like, how could you help me write a sermon around this? Like, I think this is not the worst use of AI.
The problem with a sermon, if you use AI, this is just me guessing, right? You go and you talk to the audience with an AI sermon. You're going to upset 50% of the congregants. If you have any young people there, they're probably going to think that's kind of cool, right? With the old timers, they're going to be like, this isn't what we're used to.
But they don't have to tell them.
Yeah, but I think it would show up in the sermon. Like they would know. They'd be like, something's changed. Father Bobby is now giving us these weird new sermons.
I guess the tell would be sort of like when you're talking about like, and then, Jesus, that his favorite show was not Heated Rivalry. He liked nice, wholesome shows.
Yeah, or it's like
that were on network television.
Sin is
no
like
villains on TV.
Yeah, Jesus hated villains on television.
Sins are like an overfilled.
Did they have television when Jesus was around?
He watches it now, dude, from the greater beyond.
Yes, that's true.
By the way, there is no beginning or end, so he's always watched television. Every show, he knows every show, beginning to end.
What do you think his favorite one is? The spoken word,
Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Heaven. Is that
was a reality TV show?
No, that was that was a scripted show.
Is that who's
like when we were kids? Yeah, Michael Landon. You're right.
Yeah, Michael Landon, dude, one of the greats. You could watch Little House of the Prairie and then go straight into Highway to Heaven. Get your Michael Landon fill for the day.
If I created a world and all the people on it, reality TV would really be like, wow, maybe that's peak civilization.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, that's it. They've done it. Time to bring the end. Bring down the hammer. AI. Then you tell AI, hey, if you're writing sermons, you need to slip in a couple references to like, this is the end. So I don't know. If you're using AI to write a talk, I understand it. You're writing sermons all the time. You need a break, right?
Yes.
So that's what AI is for. That's the future of sermons. Plus, what do you think those robotic priests are going to be drawing from? Like 100% AI. So that's the future. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. The Pope is taking a stand. Don't use AI to write your sermons, everybody.
Like what happens if you're a priest who does? Like what they like what kind of punishment can the Pope deliver?
I don't know. He needs an AI checker like a lot of these teachers. And then everyone has to hand in their sermon, and then the Pope will run your sermon through the AI checker.
Okay.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's how they get you. You need AI to catch AI. Okay. And then we also have some sad news about the retirement of a beloved mascot. Procter & Gamble has decided that they are retiring the iconic bald muscular mascot, Mr. Clean.
No.
Yeah, it's over.
He was such a great spokesperson for strong bald people.
Yeah.
He was iconic. He had an earring. What a badass.
He was a great representation.
Wait, he had an earring?
Community. Yes.
What a
Or was that like a Mandela effect? Did he not have an earring? And then they said
You're making him sound like a
shit, dude.
He sounds like a genie.
Did he not have an earring?
I don't know if he had an earring. I'm looking him up right now.
I'm looking him up
because
right
he's 68. He probably had a midlife crisis if he got an earring. Yep. After
he has an earring.
Okay, good. After a career with 0 stains on the record, he's ready for new adventures.
He does have an earring.
Yeah. Will they reinvent him with a baby clean like they did for Mr. Peanut?
Ooh. I don't know. Why are they getting rid of Mr. Clean?
Yeah, what are they going to call it? They're just going to say maybe.
That's interesting that they gave him an earring. Like that to me kind of blows my mind. One, I never noticed it.
It shimmers.
Yeah, it does shimmer. And I'm looking at ads nonstop.
Yeah. I think he was a positive representation of men being responsible for the cleaning.
By the way,
he was aggressive.
He was a super fit old dude because his eyebrows are white, snow white. He's always been in his 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? How are they going to sell Mr. Clean stuff without Mr. Clean?
Everyone's saying Mr. Clean was a genie.
Yes, that's what I said earlier. He's got genie vibes.
Was Mr. Clean a genie?
A cleaning genie.
Was Mr. Clean a genie?
If the original ad was like you rub the Mr. Clean bottle and he came out, actually that does sound familiar. Like he did come out of the bottle in a cloud and clean your problems.
Dude,
I think he was a genie.
You think so?
Look at this revelation that Danny's having, dude. I've never seen him like this.
But I just don't understand. What's the
it's like a beautiful
play
mind.
here?
He was a genie.
Do you think he's gonna come back and like a psych? Just kidding. I'm not retiring.
Guys, he was a genie. That feeling I had, it was accurate. What cool dude.
Would you rub butts with Mr. Clean?
He doesn't have a butt.
He doesn't.
His genie body.
He has no lower body.
No, I'd be like rubbing his ghost string butt.
Okay, that doesn't
which
sound
would feel
so bad.
weird, but man, he's a genie. Nice.
Wow,
that explains the earring too, by the way.
So do we think that the genie from Aladdin is going to be the new Mr. Clean?
No, because he was given his freedom. So
he's already out.
I don't think this is gonna stick. I bet like there's gonna be like 2 months from now. He's back. He came back. He couldn't give it up. He loves cleaning too much.
Or it's gonna be a whole Cracker Barrel thing where the
people
are just like, I don't feel comfortable in my life anymore now that the genie is not here.
Yeah, because what are they gonna replace him with?
Dude, he's
some little scrawny nerd who's gonna try to clean stuff. I don't think so.
Some
AI will decide.
An AI cleaning bot? No way.
Yeah. They're going to find some beta nerd who's like, I have a mechanical robot.
I know how to clean everything.
Yeah. Right. Can you lift
and then Mr. Clean is going to come back and mog this kid.
Dude.
Snap him in half. And then show how his cleaning solution can easily clean up blood on the carpet.
That might be the end for Mr. Clean.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
Mr. Clean's a badass, dude.
He's a badass. He can't give it up. He loves the game too much. Okay. Danny, are you ready to take us to your bolt hole?
The one thing I never stopped doing was stuffing my bolt hole with stories while I was out there. So I've got stuff.
All right, here we go.
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong.
Yeah.
Man, I've got a bunch of stories. I have one here that I meant to look up and actually confirm because it seemed so not possible.
All right, bring it up and then we'll confirm it.
Yeah, maybe I can put it in front of your guys' eyes and you can tell me whether or not you think it was true.
Our skeptical eyes.
It says that a Chinese firm piled up $26 million in bonuses and allowed employees to come up and stuff their pockets with as much as they could carry. And there's a picture and videos of these tables, something like 80 fold-up tables filled with yen. So just piles and piles of cash and all of these people looking on with great anticipation and greed in their eyes. It's totally a rap.
What?
So the boss is giving them all a bonus, and the way he's doing it, which seems like a terrible idea, is to put out $26 million in cash on these tables. These people can take as much as they can carry.
It's giving Squid Game, to be honest.
800 banquet tables took place on February 13th.
I need to know how much money. I need to know how much money was in the room.
$26 million.
$26 million in cash. And how many people were in there?
Well, first of all, the company, you wouldn't think a crane company, but Henan Kwangshan Crane Company. This is part of their annual party. Yeah. And one employee managed to carry $13,000 worth of cash. Actually, doesn't seem that much. It doesn't say how they break it up. It must have been small bills to have that many tables and that big of a pile. Last year, everyone got 2,800.
It's like a Mr. Beast video.
But yeah, there's these videos of people lined up waiting to grab as much as they can. I would want to be in that room because the potential for absolute violence and disaster is just so just right there on the edge. But would you prefer to receive your bonus this way, or would you like a fixed amount?
It really depends on the odds of getting more than that fixed amount and how comfortable I feel I am in not getting stabbed or trodden to death.
So
you probably get fired if you stabbed somebody else at the company.
So it looks like they've got people lined up, right? In 4 rows. Each row consists of, I'm just going to guess, 50 to 80 people. So my guess is that they move up row by row. But if you're in the back row, right? I mean, you're probably spending the time waiting, sharpening like a spoon on the concrete, because I would be so anxious in the back row that there wouldn't be anything left. But apparently everybody got something.
Maybe you got to get there early.
Yeah, you show up on time. Also, I mean, these people who are handling the money, the people responsible for separating the cash, I mean, do you have them? How do you trust them? You have them working naked so they have nowhere to put the money?
You have to.
Right? That's the only way to do it. Like,
maybe that's the bonus of like then the best employees like get the good spot at the table. Like they get like
genius. Actually, yes.
Or the most senior employees or the longest employees or something.
Which incorporates shame as a method of motivating people for the next year. Like look at the back row people.
Yeah.
Slackers. Look at these front row people. They're the ones driving this company forward.
Dude, can you imagine if you just for some reason at random showed up in cargo pants that day?
All of them are wearing suits, which also doesn't seem fair for the ladies present. Should they be wearing a dress? They don't have as many pockets.
Not have as many pockets.
Yeah.
So
all right.
The amount of stress that I would be feeling if I was not front row, I can't even explain. It would be through the roof.
Yeah. Maybe don't shower for like a week before this day, and then nobody will want to come near you.
Oh, I would be smelling anyway, even if I had showered an hour before. The amount of my sweat tacos would be huge.
Yeah, but Danny, all the money would stick to you. That'd be a good move.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
get all moist.
Reach down and get some boot juice and like slather yourself up so you can be even more sticky.
Wow.
By the way, this company is very generous. In 2023, they gave its 40 highest performing workers a bonus of $730,000.
Wow.
So this guy likes to get this crane guy loves to give away money.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's nice. You know, Delta gave away like $1.2 billion of bonuses to their people.
Delta?
But they should have given it to me because I've been paying so much for their stupid seats.
Yeah. Did it just go to their CEO?
No, he paid his employees, everyone, top to bottom, tons of bonuses. It was like 1.2 or $4 billion in bonuses to everyone.
Okay.
Oh,
good for them.
Yeah, I like reading stories about generous CEOs. It gives you some faith in mankind.
All right. Well, let's talk about what the thumbnail could be for this episode. We talked about the big arch.
Yeah.
We talked about the
ranch milkshakes. Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Both of those. Jim
Flavor
Carrey
Flav,
eating. Yeah. Jim Carrey and Flavor Flav.
How about Flavor Flav and Jim Carrey feeding each other hamburgers and ranch milkshakes?
And Jim Carrey are feeding each other hamburgers and ranch flavored milkshakes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, AI is setting fire to somebody's entire we have to say like post all their letters or some kind of like representation of inbox.
And also
mail
creating sermons for the priests.
Yeah, while Pope Leo
Mm-hmm.
lectures his
Hold up.
priests.
Shouldn't Jim Carrey and who's the other person we got there?
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav be standing butt cheek to butt cheek while they're feeding each other.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right,
and then we got Mr. Clean in there cleaning up this mess at the base of their, because they're messy with that ranch and burgers.
Cleaning up all their, so there's a lot of copyrighted material and images here. I feel like.
Let's see if we can make this work. Okay, Danny, what's coming up for you?
Well, I finally have some material. Like half of it is just me hacking and coughing endlessly. That's the problem going out when you're sick. I'm surprised I haven't been coughing right now. But yeah, I filmed a bunch of cool stuff in France. And hopefully I'll be putting that out. I've never been less motivated to put stuff out, but hopefully I'll be getting some stuff out there.
Yeah. Why are you so not motivated, buddy?
I don't know. You know how
when you're not feeling good.
Yeah,
you just want to survive. You can have any ambition.
Especially when you have these colds. When like you have a cold that allows you to still do things, but you don't have that top end energy, you know, like that you feel on your best of days. It never happens. So you're just like, So anyway, that's what I'll be doing. What about you, Tyson?
I am going to record some of the official House of Villains podcast. I'm going to do that later today. Go into the studio, get it all done.
Studio.
And then I get to go home tomorrow again. And then I don't have any trips for a while until spring break.
That's nice.
Where we'll be going to New York.
Right.
The place, not the person.
The place.
Mm-hmm.
But the person might be in the place. Who knows? I think that's how she got her nickname. So that's it. Rob, what do you got going on?
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby. Okay. Sorry.
Bobby is going to be doing some lots of podcasting, and then Bobby is heading to LA next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's exciting to do a live RHAP event.
RJP event next week. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. You tell me what you think about this.
Okay, he's happy.
I know.
He's
happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. What do you think about this Flavor Flav, Mr. Clean, and very
oh my
Jim
gosh!
Carrey.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Jim Carrey's looking a little Norm Macdonald in this picture.
Yeah. Or I was even thinking Sean Connery, maybe.
No way. No, that's not Sean Connery.
And then I don't know what this one is. This is
that's AI. Look at AI.
Yeah, AI is shredding stuff. Who are the three people supposed to be? This was supposed to be
Mr. Clean, Jim Carrey, and Flav Flav.
This is Mr. Clean.
That's
Mr. Clean not looking good. Jim Carrey looks really bad.
Yeah,
but that is kind of a Jim Carrey face.
He's
the
making
eyes
Jim
wide
Carrey
open.
Face. Yeah,
very expressive.
So
doesn't look anything like Flavor Flav, but they did get a.
I mean, neither Flavor Flav looks that much like Flavor Flav.
Yeah, none of them do.
This Flavor Flav looks a little more like Michael Irvin.
Okay, so
why does he have a bucket? Is that a spit bucket for
That's
the
a
burger?
spit bucket for the burger.
It could be a spit bucket because the burger's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I think I like this one better.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I do. The color's got a lot more pop.
Okay.
Plus, those milkshakes are floating in the air, which is
All right, there you go. All right,
yeah,
thank you so much for joining us for News AF. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
We did it, guys.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.